One of the most popular things we get asked for is border effects, and here's another variation on various themes of creating a border. This one's kind of a cool idea, I think, because it's very built in to any image in Photoshop. It's also very editable. So I'm going to go to the adjustment layer menu and use a gradient map. And I notice I have not duplicated the layer. I'm just working right on the background. So you pick some kind of interesting gradient. Could be one of these like copper or something a little more bizarre and strange. You can certainly experiment. As you'll see, it doesn't really matter because we can certainly go back and change our mind. You can try and click on the reverse button or not to see what that does, and then you click OK. So what we've done is just simply added a gradient mask adjustment layer. Then all we're going to simply do is make a selection leaving our small border around the outside. I'm on the layer mask already. You can tell that because of the little border around here. I had to fill that with black. So since black is my background color, I can press Command Delete, which would be Control Backspace on the PC. Then I can deselect. Now, we could leave it just like that. Let me make this as small as possible so you can see the border. In fact, I'll put it down at the bottom. I could leave it just like that, or I could start playing with the different blend modes to see what they do. And one of the simplest ways to do that, as long as you have the Move tool selected, you press Shift plus, and it will go through the various blend modes. As you can see, each time I'm pressing, it's just going through the next one and the next one and the next one, and you'll get some very different and interesting effects. Let's leave it at that one for a second, just so we can take this a step further. I'm still on the layer mask, so I could play around this a little further by using a filter such as one of these brush strokes, like Spatter is a pretty good one, which of course brings up the giant size dialog box so big I can't even see it, but at least you can see the idea here. I just want to create a slightly roughened edge to the mask, and of course when I do that, it'll make the edge just have that nice little bit of roughness to it. And of course the advantage of doing this way is you can always play around with any combination of settings, opacity and blend mode if you like, to find something you like the look of. If you decide at some point that you don't even like the fact we've used a gradient map, you can always do this. Go to the layer menu, change layer content, and pick something else, like maybe a threshold adjustment layer or posterize. See what that looks like. Okay, so it's just the cool part of this technique is the fact that it's very easy to do, and there's all kinds of options simply by continuing to experiment each time you try some different combination of factors to see what it looks like. Some, like this one, of course, you'll get nothing, but others will create some pretty interesting effects that you can easily edit, just as you see here. Pretty cool. Well, as you can clearly see, that technique was so easy you could do with your eyes closed. Hey, did your screen just go black? Mine did. What the heck? I don't know what's going on. I'll see you next time. I'm Dave Cross. Bye for now.